Well, I kind of missed what played out in the market for the most part of the day. I was actually out on the golf course for the back half of the day. Don't tell my wife. Shh, she thinks I was working. But anyways, we saw ADA basically play out exactly like we expected. We talked about the potential of this move to the downside. And what's interesting here is all the data is starting to align for exactly what we need for this next leg in crypto. And in fact, there is something taking place in terms of global liquidity that has happened 4 times recently, and each of these has led to an extended run in terms of price across the crypto market. We're going to talk about that. What might be next for ADA and the crypto market. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So yes, we saw some volatility once again today. We had some ups, we had some downs, not really a large day per se. I mean, basically from the bottom to the top of this candle, we're talking about 7%. That's a pretty quiet day overall. But really where things started to get a little bit loud as the day went on, or the day began rather, is we once again had a beat in terms of expectations. Today we got the PPI report, and this did come in better than expected. This is following yesterday's CPI report that also came in better than expected. And what this in fact did was it moved ADA to the upside. We liquidated some shorts up in these ranges, basically between about 73 cents to 74 cents. But then, of course, we got our sell-off as the day went on. We fell into some of those long positions. We kind of there you go. Now you can see it. We kind of swept those longs, and now we're kind of sitting in this range where, again, getting a little bit of compression from the shorts, a little bit of compression from the longs, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. But why this is, in fact, so important is, if you guys haven't noticed, we're getting very consistent in terms of these different reports: jobs report, CPI report, PPI report, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little bit better sentiment from the FOMC meeting next week. Now, this isn't a guarantee or anything like that, but if we really start piecing all the data together, we're seeing exactly what we need to see. Jobs market cooling, unemployment on the rise, inflation on the CPI report coming down, inflation on the PPI report coming down. We'll have to wait for obviously the PCE report at the end of the month as well, but things are starting to head the right direction. And this is exactly what we need for the Fed to start to discuss rate cuts. And it is also what we need to see, the pausing of quantitative tightening. So these are very important steps. Yes, they might not seem that big in, piece by piece, but you have to think about the bigger, broader picture. When we talk about an economic recovery, these are the steps that we need to make. And that's why the market is starting to get more and more excited each time we get one of these pieces of data, because we know the path that it is taking us on. Now, what's very interesting here is, in terms of global liquidity, we have something taking place that is very, very important. So it's behind my box here. So the last 4 times, I'll say last 3 times, we have seen the bullish cross on the global liquidity index. We have actually seen extended runs in terms of price. This happened back in 2016. This happened back in 2017, happened again in 2020. And here we are once again having our bullish cross on the global liquidity index. This is definitely worth noting and paying attention to. And what we're starting to see now as well is, let me show you guys one other thing. We are in fact at this point where global liquidity is expanding very fast. And what we are probably going to see now is BTC price try to catch up. That is what happens time and time again. I don't make the rules, but Ollie Charts is actually talking about this catching up sometime around mid-April, meaning that by mid-April, we are probably going to be in the middle of a pump. Now, this isn't to guarantee your financial advice or anything like that. Understand that there's still a lot of wild cards. We're still dealing with tariff news. We're still dealing with manipulation in the market. Okay. We're still at this point where there's still all this capital just sitting on the sidelines, just waiting to re-enter the space. And it really hasn't begun yet, but now it's starting to creep the right direction, because again, all the signs are beginning to align perfectly. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been sitting through and patiently just smacking your head against the wall for, right? And understand that I'm not saying this is going to happen instantly. We may have some more downside here before things get very, very exciting. But what I'm liking that I'm seeing in terms of ADA is we are seeing some resilience. In fact, I'd love to see us continue holding this trend. We are currently broken out here. All right. So we are very much extended from this downtrend that we were in. We're slowly but surely working our way to the upside. Now I want to see ADA keep kind of bouncing in this uptrend now. I'm not saying this is going to hold, but this would be a very positive sign for what comes next. And we'll just have to be patient, let these things play out. Again, next week is now going to be very big. FOMC meeting, hopefully good news, but That's what we got going on. Appreciate you guys as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.